guys, today I'm going to be doing Best of Beauty 2012, and this is just featuring all my favorite products from the past year. It's not going to be my favorite products of all time, though some of these have been included in that list, but it's just the products that stood out to me this past year, strictly this past year. So everything that I discovered in 2012 will be featured in this video, and I will be covering makeup, hair, skincare, and a little bit of nail products. So I will leave down the times that each of those sections start in this video, just in case you don't want to see like hair or makeup or whatnot, so you can just skip ahead to see which products that you are interested in. So I'm going to start off with makeup first, because that's really what I'm here for, is the makeup. In terms of foundation, the only one that stood out to me this year was the Revlon Colorstay Whipped. And I have it in two shades. I have it in 320 Warm Golden and 370 Natural Tan. And I'm actually wearing Natural Tan right now. And I absolutely love this foundation. And before, I didn't have a Holy Grail drugstore foundation. I would never recommend one to anybody just because I only liked high-end. I still love my NARS Sheer Glow and my Makeup Forever HD, but those I discovered previous years, so I couldn't include them in this year's video. But for foundation, I finally have a Holy Grail drugstore, and it is the Revlon Colorstay Whipped. Next, I have a few bronzers, and I guess it was the year of me trying new bronzers because I have so many bronzers that were added to my collection. And one of the first ones I tried was Tarte Park Avenue Princess, and it was just a sample size, but like a deluxe sample size. It had 0.11 ounces in it, and I'm pretty much done this bronzer. I have a little bit left, but I do want to buy the full size. Where was I before my husband walked in? So Park Avenue Princess, amazing bronzer. This video is going to be super long if I keep going into detail about everything that I have, but another bronzer that I discovered, and this one probably the most recently of anything, is Benefit Hoola, and it looks like this. And it is just a great everyday bronzer to contour with. I really like that. And I also, probably my Holy Grail bronzer all time is now the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and this smells amazing. And I'm going to open this up and just take a whiff of it because it smells so good, and I'm not able to open it up. Okay, and this is what it looks like. It's another matte bronzer, and it's really, really deep, so it works perfectly when I'm more tan, and I'm wearing this today, and it just is the perfect bronzer to contour with, and it just warms up your face. It smells good, it's long wearing, just everything a bronzer should be, and it's now made it into my favorite products of all time. Next, surprise, surprise, is the Urban Decay Naked Palettes. I have both the first and second, and I would have to say that I still like the first better, only because the second is more cool tone, and I find the warm tones suit my skin a lot better. But if I could combine some of the colors from this and create my own perfect palette, it pretty much would be the Rock Pro, but I got that only in December, so I couldn't include it into my yearly favorites just because I didn't feel like it's been enough time with me. So I don't know what these look like, but here they are. And I haven't hit pan on any of the colors yet because I do have a lot of eyeshadows in my collection. It's just amazing for travel, for every day. I just love these two palettes. I can't recommend them enough, and Urban Decay really did a great job this year marketing their products. Also from Urban Decay, I just have a sample size right now, but my full size that I ordered is coming in the mail, is the Primer Potion in Sin. And I used their original Primer Potion. Obviously, I know a lot of us have, but Sin I really got into this year, and I would just put it on my lid with a light brown in my crease and I'd be done. So this is like my perfect everyday eye, is Sin just all over, and it works as a primer potion, plus it just gives a beautiful champagne sheen to the lid, which I find is absolutely gorgeous. I'm pretty sure I have a tutorial using it on my YouTube channel, so definitely check that out. I will link it down below if I can remember what tutorial was. But I'm pretty sure I discovered this primer this year. I'm not sure, but I have been using it every single day This is my second tube of it. It does last a long time. It's the Dior Show Lash Maximizer, and it's just a primer for your lashes, and it's white. But I find any mascara I use goes on amazing after putting this on. And I used to hate Benefit Their Real Mascara, but when I applied it on top of this mascara, or this primer, it became my most favorite mascara ever. But I'm not repurchasing it because it is expensive, and to have to use it on top of this primer would just be ridiculous for a mascara. But I find wet mascaras work amazing when you apply a primer underneath. That's one thing I discovered this year because I hated wet mascaras, but ever since I've been using that primer, I love like wet formula mascaras. Two highlighters that really stood out to me this year came out in two collections. I ended up picking these up in the first one that they came out with, and I can't remember the name, but it's by MAC, and they are the Extra Dimension Skin Finishes, and I have them in Superb and Whisper of Guilt, and Superb is my favorite of the two. And this is what it looks like. A little bit goes a long way, so this is gonna last me forever, but this has to be one of my favorite highlighters of all time. I would say that it was my favorite, but just recently I picked up the Balm's Mary Luminizer, and that's gonna give this a run for its money. So I didn't have that long enough to include it, but I like the Mary Luminizer better than Whisper of Guilt. So if I could have like a pink and a more gold tone highlighter, it would definitely be this and the Mary Luminizer. I couldn't really pick out any blush that stood out to me this year because I always go back to like the same couple blushes, but one that I did get a lot of use out of is the MAC Crew highlighter. And yes, it says highlighter, but I use this as a blush. And it looks like this, but when you swirl everything together, it's just a really pretty light pink shade. And when you buff this into your cheeks, it just gives beautiful finish. And I absolutely love this for an everyday blush. For eyes, the #1 product that stood out to me this year was the Maybelline Color Tattoo eyeshadows. And this one is barely branded, which I don't think I've used that much yet. It's one of the newer ones that were in the metallic collection, I believe. And this is just a pretty natural shade that looks really great on the lid. But I've been loving all of these these color tattoo eyeshadows. I use these as a base prior to my eyeshadow, but these are all the ones that I have, and seriously, these were my favorite eye product that I discovered in 2012. Pick a favorite, it would probably be Bad to the Bronze. And this is what Bad to the Bronze looks like. And it's just beautiful on its own or as a base. And these I can't recommend enough. They're absolutely amazing. They do last, I don't know, 24 hours because I don't wear my makeup that long, but they do last all day, and that's all I need. So they come in a variety of shades. There are limited edition colors, so you have to snag those pretty fast. I missed out on one of the collections, which I'm upset about, but I did pick out some of the ones from the metal one that were just released as of recently, and I have all but one, I think, from the permanent collection, and I recommend them all. I have two more things for the eyes. One would be Urban Decay 24 Glide On Pencil in Perversion. This is 0. I can't find my Perversion right now, but it's just a really intense black eyeliner, and it doesn't smear, smudge. Well, it can within like 20 seconds, I think. You can move it around, but then it sets. So this is the perfect eyeliner for me because you are able to smudge it around and get like a nice smoky line, but once you set it, it's done. It stays there forever. Perversion is the blackest black that I have. It's reminiscent of my MAC Feline, but it doesn't have like the smudging problems that Feline can have for some people. But I've also liked my Anastasia liquid liner in jet black. This came in one of their holiday eyeshadow palettes, and I can't find this to buy on its own, but it is my favorite liquid liner of all time. I love this liner so much. I have a billion things for lips. I'm gonna try and go through them pretty fast, but lip products this year have just been crazy for me. I found so many things that I loved. For high end, I have this Guerlain lip gloss in 851. It's the Sable Show, and it's their KissKiss gloss. This was limited edition online, I believe, but it's just the most beautiful nude champagne sheen. It's just so gorgeous on top of anything. Actually, I can put it on now. It just gives a beautiful glow to any lip color you're wearing. So absolutely love this. I just need to give a mention to what I'm wearing on my lips right now, which is MAC Jazz lipstick. And this is my favorite lipstick of all time, and I probably had this lost for a good part of this year, if not the entire year, and I found it just a week or two ago when I came back from Mexico. This was in my camera bag, and I'm just so surprised. I thought this was gone forever, and it is my favorite lipstick of all time, so you can imagine how happy I was to find it. And this needs to be re-released again, so I don't have to go through what I did when I missed this one. Just wanted to wear this lipstick in this video because favorite lipstick of all time, and I found it just recently, so it just makes sense. I have a ton of drugstore products that I found in terms of lip products this year. One being the Revlon Super Lustrious Lip Gloss in Pink Pop. And I found this because I was watching a Gossip Girl episode. I'm kind of behind in the Gossip Girl. I don't have cable, so I always get the seasons when they come out on DVD, so I'm always a season behind. So don't spoil it for me. But I picked up this lip gloss because I was watching Blair Waldorf's wedding, and she was getting married to Louis, and this is what she was wearing, well, what makeup people said on makeup boards that she was wearing in the TV show. And basically it looks exactly like what she was wearing, because I was obsessed with the color on her lips and her makeup in general for her wedding. So I'm so glad I found this, and this has been my favorite pink gloss this year. For eyes, I also discovered two new favorites for eyelashes. They're both by Ardell, and I picked these up in bulk, but I like the 116s, which are very natural, and then the Demi Wispies, which are a bit more dramatic but also natural. And you can tell they're both tapered longer at the outer corner, which is essential for an eyelash for me, because I just like the look that a winged eyelash gives as opposed to one that's not tapered. I have been obsessed with these Wet n Wild lipsticks. They look like this packaging. They're called the Mega Last, but I'm not sure. They're the matte ones, and they have a ton of different colors. I have them like pretty much every color, but they are my favorite drugstore lipstick. They are drying on the lips, but they last forever, as the name suggests, and there's a ton of dupes for MAC lipsticks in this range. So I'm actually gonna probably do a blog post on all the dupes that I've found in these lipsticks, but I've found dupes for Viva Glam Nicki, Marilyn Monroe lipsticks, a MAC Rebel, like a lot of really popular MAC lipsticks. There are dupes in these lipsticks by Wet n Wild, and they're only a couple bucks. So really, these are amazing lipsticks, and they can be found at the drugstore. Another favorite from the drugstore for a lip product would be the Revlon Lip Butters, and I have a ton. I'm missing a couple, but I really like Raspberry Pie, Red Velvet, and Strawberry Shortcake. Oh yeah, I also like Creme Brulee. These are so great. They're very moisturizing. They're like a lipstick and a lip gloss combined. I think everyone was really like hyped about the Revlon Lip Butters for good reason, because these are amazing lip products. Everyone knows I'm a MAC head. I love MAC, so video wouldn't be a video for my favorites if I didn't mention my favorite MAC lipsticks of 2012 that I discovered this year. And a lot of them are limited edition, unfortunately, and I'm sorry for that, but I already had a lot of the permanent lipsticks for favorite lip products of all time. I do have a video for permanent lipsticks that are my favorites, so if you want to check that out, I will link it down below. But a lot of these, majority, are limited edition, but I will tell you the ones that I have been loving this year, and the first one is Viva Glam Gaga 2. I love that. It's probably the perfect nude for my skin tone, which is between NC 30-40. It's just a beautiful nude. It doesn't make you look dead. It just is a nice dark brownie beige. Then MAC Pleasureseeker. I forget what collection that came out in, but it's just a beautiful nudie peach. Then I have Scarlet Abyss, which I put in place for my MAC Lady Danger. It's in one of my purses somewhere, but it's basically like the same color. It's an orangey red, it's matte, it's gorgeous. I love MAC Lady Danger, and I discovered it this year. It's just the perfect red for me. Viva Glam Nicki. Everyone knows about this lipstick. It is just insane. I will show you it. It's just such a beautiful color. Okay, so my camcorder died. I'm filming on my digital camera right now, and I can't see anything that's going on, so I don't know if I'm in focus or anything like that, so let's hope it works. Next lipstick that I've been loving this year has been Naughty Saute, and this is what it looks like. This is a very vibrant pink. I love Cut a Caper. It kind of tried to replace my MAC Jazz, which I'm wearing now, but it didn't come close, and I found this. But it was good replacement for the time being. And then I discovered the Sheen Supreme lipsticks, and my two favorite are Blossom Culture and Insanely It. I showed these in a haul, but this is Insanely It. It's just a really gorgeous pink with a magenta sheen with some shimmer in it. And then Blossom Culture, which tried to replace this color as well. And it's beautiful, but not this color. And it's just a nice, pretty coral pink. That's all my makeup products that stood out to me in the year 2012, and now I'm going to get into nail and perfume. My favorite nail polish this past year was Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear in Pacific Blue, and you probably see me wear this in a ton of videos, but in general I just like the whole Extreme Wear line, and I have a bunch here, but they're just probably the best formula of nail polish, drugstore, high-end I've ever tried. So I love these nail polishes, and I highly recommend you check them out if you haven't checked out the Extreme Wear line yet. My favorite perfume this past year was Vera Wang's Love Struck, and I have a couple bottles of this. I also have a rollerball as well, so I just love the scent of this. It's my signature scent. I'm so glad I found this. It's just the perfect perfume for me. Also for fragrance, I discovered the Victoria's Secret's fragrance mist, and specifically Love Spell, which is cherry blossom and peach, and I spray this alone, or I spray this mixed with every perfume I have, and maybe that's not a good thing, but the smell of it is just amazing. Like, I think it works with all my perfumes. I love fruity scents, and this is cherry blossom and peach. I don't know if I said that, but the smell alone, it lingers. It's not one of those fragrance mists that you spray on and 10 seconds later you can't even smell it. This will last me all day, and I use this every day, and I haven't even gone through that much, and they're very inexpensive. So I think I had this for like $5 or something like that. So definitely check that out. For skincare, I discovered Fake Bake Flawless Self Tan Liquid, and I use this pretty much all year. Currently I got back into using my Sun Labs, but I still really like the Fake Bake. I like that it comes with gloves and a mitt, and it's really easy to apply. The color lasts, it smells good. Everything that you would want in a self-tanner is in this bottle right here, and it's very affordable, well, compared to other self-tanners on the market. So that's why I really like this for self-tanner. In terms of skincare, I discovered MAC Cleanse Off Oil. This is probably my second or third bottle, and I need another one, as you can tell. But I really, really love Cleanse Off Oil for my first step in my skincare routine at night, just to take off all my eye makeup, all my face makeup. I did have just an eye makeup remover, but I felt after wearing foundations like the Revlon Colorstay and Estee Lauder Double Wear, foundations that really set on your skin and water alone wouldn't take it off. You need something more heavy duty to take that off, and cleanse off oil I find is the best thing to remove all your foundation before you cleanse your face. So definitely love cleanse off oil, and I will continue to repurchase it. I've been using the Perricone MD line, and this is their nutritive cleanser. Some of their products have a fishy scent to them as well, which is really unpleasant. My Advanced Face Firming Activator has a slight fishy scent to it as well, but these products work really, really well. And I'm the type of person, if a product smells bad, I'm not going to use it, but these work so well for me that I've just neglected to take into consideration the smell of these products. But this doesn't smell that bad. Advanced Face Firming Activator, it's a bit pricey. This bottle I think was $120, but it's just, my skin just looks more youthful, I find. I'm at one of those ages where it's just like, I can start to tell that I'm not looking as young as I used to. And I find that the Perricone MD, when I do use it, my face is just tighter and I don't have fine lines, wrinkles very prominent. My pores have considerably shrunk in size since starting to use their products. So I really, really highly recommend them. For hair, I have just a few things. I discovered boar bristle brushes. I really love this one, and it does have the plastic pieces in it as well, but I use this just to brush out my hair when it's dry, or to tease it, because the boar bristle is just amazing at capturing the hair and back combing. So loving boar bristle brushes. For our hot tools, I love the Numi reverse curling wand. I used it today to do my hair. This hair tool is my favorite hair tool of all time. You can do so many hairstyles with it, different kinds of curls, because you have like smaller to bigger. You can wrap it around different sections, different angles. You just get different kinds of hairstyles with this, and I absolutely love it. It heats up really fast, and it also takes no time at all to complete your head of hair. Like, I can get my hair done in 5 minutes with this because it gets so hot, and it just, you leave it on for not even 5 seconds, like a couple seconds, and your hair is curled. And my hair isn't like too easy to curl, it's about average, and my hair, I can just do it so fast with this. Another hair product that I loved was my Jumbo Roller Hair Setter, and this is the one by Baby Bliss, and it's their Nano Titanium. I did a whole tutorial on me using these hot rollers, but I use this on days I don't use my Numi. I love hair rollers. It's so easy to do your hair, and it just, your hair comes out perfect every time. They're simple, easy, fast. Just the perfect hot tool, hair tool for me. For a hair treatment and a thermal protectant, I discovered this Ready to Go Instant All-in-One hair treatment, and this is about $20 on Follica.com. This has replaced my Tresemme Heat Tamer, because this not only is a heat tamer, but it does so many other things for your hair. My hair has never looked so good since I started using this. It doesn't weigh down my hair, it actually gives it more volume, which is something I always look for, and it's just been amazing. This is probably my favorite hair product that I've found this year. Hairspray, I discovered the L'Oreal Alnut Satin, and this is the extra strong hold. Next time I'm going to be getting the unscented because it smells gross, but it's just perfect, because say if I wanted to, like, I put this in my hair today, I could brush it out and my hair would be ready to be styled again. So absolutely love this, especially for when I have straight hair. I can put it in my hair to calm like some of the flyaways, but then I can style it again, brush it out, style it again, because it disappears with a stroke of a brush, and it says that it does that. It's just an amazing hairspray. It can be found at the drugstore. It's a little bit more pricey, but it's definitely worth it in my opinion. My last product that I discovered this year was the Macadamia Natural Oil Hair Care line. These are 2 new bottles, the rejuvenating shampoo and the moisturizing rinse. I absolutely love these shampoo and conditioner. It just leaves my hair so healthy looking. It's soft, manageable. It has volume. They don't have sulfates or parabens, and it's color safe, so it's perfect for my color treated hair. Also, I love my deep repair mask. Macadamia oil is just amazing. I have very little of this left, like that much, so I need to pick up another one. It is pricey, it's worth it. This sometimes replaces my conditioner depending on how often I'm washing it. If I only wash my hair every few days, and then I'll just use this. Total of maybe twice a week, but definitely once a week I use it. And then if I need to wash my hair for some reason more often, then I'll use my moisturizing rinse, which is also really good as well. That is it. I hope this camera captured my last bit of my favorite products of 2012, but those were everything that stood out to me this year. Definitely, I didn't mention all my favorite products ever because a lot of them I've been using for a while and I didn't discover them last year, but for new products, those were the things that stood out to me this year, and these are probably my favorite kind of videos to watch. So if you have a video response to this, definitely leave it down below and I will watch it because I love seeing everyone's favorites. It gives me ideas of things I can go out and buy because when it's a favorite product for the whole year, you know that it's pretty much going to be a good product. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bad to the bronze, but I picked up Revlon Pink Pop because I was watching Blair Waldorf. Why can't I say her name? I have been obsessed with these Wet n Wild lipsticks. They look like this packaging. I think they're called the Mega Last. Whoops, I dropped that one. I don't know where that one went. It's under my couch. Just such a beautiful color and exchange battery. Because I just like to set it in my hair, forget about it. Set it and forget it. For perfume, my favorite perfume this year, I know a lot of people are loving that, the healing oil I think it is, but I think it smells like seniors night at a bingo hall with all the grandmas, like with their perfumes so strong, like it's not good.